Sa Colossians chapter 3 verse 12, sabi ng Bible, "Put on therefore as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering." Yung humbleness of mind, pagpapakumbaba, kapakumbabaan. Sinabi rin po sa James 4 verse 6, "Ngunit siya'y nagbibigay ng lalong biyaya, kaya't sinasabi ng kasulatan, ang Diyos ay sumasalangsang sa mga palalo, datapwat nagbibigay ng biyaya sa mga mapagkumbaba." Sa verse 10, "Mga pakababa kayo sa paningin ng Panginoon at kanyang itataas kayo." Nasa talaga ngayong hapon ang katuruan sa Biblia na humility, pagpapakumbaba. Tulungan tayo ng Diyos na makita sa aming mga pastor, ministro, sa ating mga lingkod bayan, mga kapulisan, ang kapakumbabaan. At hindi po ito pagpapakita ng kahinaan. The more we humble ourselves in the sight of God, mas lumalakas ang pagiging instrumento natin ng kabutihan, ng pagpapalaganap ng katinoan sa ating community. Oras sa kabilang banda, pag napuno ang tao ng sarili niya, binubulok niya ang kanyang pagkatao, lumilit ang kanyang mundo, napupuot ang Diyos. God is aligning Himself to those who align themselves sa kanyang kalooban. Magandang araw sa inyo lahat. Ito po yung lingkod, Fred de Guzman ng Squad 240 ng Philippine National Police, Santa Maria. Nagagalak po tayo kapiling ating tropa at ng ating mga kapatid sa iba-ibang dako ng bansa. And we also welcome everyone na nasa labas ng ating bansa na nakikinig at nanonood. Katawan po namin mga guro na makabasa ng comment ninyo at malaman namin ang inyong panalangin. Let's talk about humility. So, before I proceed, liban po sa competitive compensation, benefits ng mga kapulisan, yung retirement packages na inihanda ng gobyerno sa ating mga alagad ng batas, let us all be reminded that the very nature of the job ng police officers is to become deeply involved sa buhay ng mga biktima ng kriminalidad or ng bibiktima ng mga tao. What I mean is, seryosong investigasyon, seryosong paglutas ng anumang usap o krimen to bring about justice. So on both ends of this spectrum, it's likely that the individual na kapulisan is somehow experiencing suffering along with those who are victim and those who are involved. Yung maghapon na pagtatrabaho, paglilingkod sa bayan, ay isa lang malaking sakripisyo sa ating mga alagad ng batas wherein they have been experiencing high levels of stress na talagang ang kanilang damdamin ay naapektuhan. Halos wala ng panahon sa sariling pamilya, and the unfortunate fact is that ang ating kapulisan would spend above average amount of time around pain, suffering, sadness, pagka na-champion pa ng mga tila retarded na nasa community, nabubulyawan pa ating mga kapulisan. And yet, certain people would be interested in joining the PNP. Ano kaya yung nag-motivate sa kanila to join the police force? What seemed to be the reward of recognition na ini-expect nila or ating tropa, do you expect something in return when you entered Philippine National Police? Para sa kanila, ang PNP, as far as I know, mga tunay na tinawag ng Diyos sa kanyang linya, PNP is more than just a job. It's a calling. It is a profession na talagang ginagamitan ng mentalidad, ng pati physical na kakayahan to positively impact the lives of people sa ating community. And they entered the force because they felt called to help drive the positive change sa ating pamayanan na sa maghapon, in a good day's work, kahit pag napagod, all their works were go unnoticed. Andun yung willingness nila, andun yung proud sila sa biyaya ng Panginoong Diyos that they were able to dedicate their professional life to something challenging. So it's a rewarding job. Bilang isang law enforcer, ang mga pulis natin, they spend their days protecting, serving the local communities, and they are often motivated by working for something greater than themselves. Tulad din nating mga ministro, we tend to forget our own desires. Ang nag-motivate sa atin is the desire of who called us, desire ng Panginoong Diyos para sa kapakinabangan ng mga tao. Yan po ang damdamin, I believe, ng ating mga kapulisan. They would spend their day using their time and talent na para sa kanila, I would spend them well. Andun yung passion. Andun yung kanilang karugduman na makatulong to build lives. Magkaroon ng meaningful impact sa mga tao. It's a job that everyone can be proud of. So, totoo rin po sa ating mga kapulisan na they would form a bond between among themselves, of course, and these individuals, they were able to bond together in good times and in bad times. They would celebrate sa mga achievements ng isa't isa. They would mourn sa tragedies. At dahil ang ating topic is humility, ayon sa Ethical Doctrine Manual ng PNP, members of the PNP shall recognize the fact that they are public servants and not the masters of the people. And toward this end, they should perform their duties without attracting attention or expecting the applause of others. So para sa lahat, let us beware of pride. Dalawang bagay lang nais kong ibahagi. Hindi maiaalis na pag-usapan pag tinatalakay ang humility, ang kabaliktaran nito ay dapat din ihayag. Yung pride. Pag-usapan natin una, the problem with pride. Sabi ng Proverbs 16:18, pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before the fall. Yung binhi po ng pagkapahamak o yung ikinapapahamak ng tao ay sinimulan sa binhi ng kahambugan, pagmamataas, pagmamagaling. It's a very dangerous sin that pride destroys home. It ruins lives, causing failure, defeat. Nagdadala ito ng kaluluwa, naghahatid ng mga kaluluwa ng tao sa impyerno. And sadly, the proud person or prideful person is very proud of his humility. So what is pride? Pride is an attitude of independence from God. Wala akong pakialam sa Diyos. That's the attitude of, I don't care kung ano sasabihin ng Diyos. I don't care kung ano sasabihin ng authority. Basta ako, I'm the captain of my soul. That is pride. Do you know why people don't pray? Pride. Do you know why people do not respect yung mga medyo subordinate sa kanila? pastor ako, kaya dapat ako masunod, or kuya kasi ko, kaya ako dapat masunod, kahit mali. O pulis ako, uniformado ko, kaya dapat ako masunod. No. Doon tayo sa tama. Right is right, wrong is wrong. If we made mistake, humility should enter in and say, I'm sorry. I apologize. Hindi po nakakawala ho ng pagkatao. In fact, nabibuild up pa ang pagiging matino mong tao. Whereas ang pride na sumisirang anay sa iyong pagkatao na pinananatili ng karamihan sa mga tao ngayon, nagpapakita ng kailang pagiging mahinang nilalang. Pride is also esteeming one's self above other people. And do you think that because you have achieved something or had things, you are better than somebody else? Ito po example ng mga prideful, mga hambog na tao. Sila napakadaling mairita when they are being corrected sa kanilang maling ginawa. Ang bigat sa kanilang sabihin, I'm sorry. Pride nga po eh. Ang taong mapagkumbaba, they would humbly say, I'm sorry, forgive me. Pero ang prideful tao, ay bakit? Kuya ako eh, tatay ako eh, nanay ako eh, otoridad ako eh. Mali naman pala gawa nila. A prideful person accepts praise for those things over which they have no control. Takaw pa po eh. Siyang magaling. Sabi nga ng taga-kanto eh, di wow. And prideful person will not admit mistakes. They would refuse to take counsel. They would not even learn from other people. It shows itself in competition with other people. They want to be more than somebody else. No wonder, sinipa ng Panginoong Diyos si Lucifer sa langit. Walang puwang sa paligid ng Panginoong Diyos ang taong punong-puno ng pride. And these are the ways. Pride ruins and devastates people. One, pride defies God. Ang kahambugan at pagmamataas ay parang nakakuyom, nakamao sa harapan ng Diyos na banal. Walang pagpapakumbaba. Ano mang kabutihan gawin mo, ang tigas pa ng mukha. They thought I deserve all of this. Kahit anong kabutihan mo ipakita, tabla na talaga ang mukha. May acetylene pa, simentado pa. Walang kapakumbabaan. They would not even dare to say, thank you. Haharap ng butas yan para makapamintas. And they would even hate you to the very core of the word. They hate you because you have something they do not have. Magkakaroon lang sana sila noon kung matututunan lang ng tao ang kapakumbabaan. Pride defies God. Ito po yung nagbago sa kalagayan talaga ni Lucifer na the son of the morning, he became Satan, the father of lies. In the Garden of Eden, when Satan came to tempt Eve, yung temptation was to be as God. Higitin pa ang Diyos. Pantayan ang Diyos. It was the same thing, pride, that caused Satan to fall. Pride not only defies God, pride defiles men. Dumudungis, sumisira, yumuyurak, nagpapaging mahinang nilalang sa tao ang pride. We were born with pride. We were born sinners. And it defiles the very heart of men. Mark chapter 7, 21 to 23, the Bible says, for from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, theft, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these things come from within, sabi ng Bible, and defile the man. Lumalabas at sumisira at nakahahawa sa tao. If you see an apple na merong marka ng butas na dinaanan ng uod, it doesn't mean na yung uod galing sa labas pumasok. No. Ay sa mga nakapag-aral, Doon pa man doon sa bosom of that apple, meron ng seed. Somehow, paglipas ng mga panahon, na-develop siya and the worm come out of the apple. Yan po ang nangyari. The worm was hatched inside the apple and tried to make its way out of the apple. Ganon din ang pride. Is on the inside and makes its way out of our hearts. Kaya kahit anong simba ng tao, anong hawak ng Biblia kuno, anong panalangin niya, hindi may tatago, ilalantad ng Diyos ang kahambugan. Pride is on the inside. Laging lalabas yan. Lalo pag nasasapawan at naitutuwid. So, kaya kailangan ng tao ay maipanganak na muli. Man should start to realize humility is what we need sa harap ng Diyos. Panginoon, ako po'y makasalanan. Patawarin po ninyo ako. Sumusuko ako sa iyo. Patagat ang tao ay mapagmataas sa Diyos, hindi magbabago. Pride divides society. There has never been a dispute, a war, broken relationship, or team split na walang kinalaman ang pride. Ang laking factor, ang laking papel ng pride sa lahat ng away, mapa-individual or mapa-bansa. Proverbs 13:10, only by pride cometh contention. Proverbs 28:25, he that is of a proud heart stirreth up strife. If God resists the proud, that proud man is out of fellowship with God. Anyone who is out of fellowship with God is going to be out of fellowship with other people. Pangapat, pride dishonors life. Nilalapastangan ng buhay. Nilalapastangan ng Diyos. Wala ka lang bagong gamit, lalapastanganin mo Diyos. Wala ka lang bagong gamit, kagaya ng kapitbahay mo. Magsasalta ka na, kala mo, inapi ka ng Diyos. Lalapastanganin ng kanyang salita. The proud person wants praise. They want honor. But through pride, sa pamagitan ng kahambugan, ang nakukuha nila ay dishonor. Proverbs 11:2, when pride cometh, then cometh shame. Proverbs 18:12, bago ang pagkapahamak ay pagmamalaki ng puso ng tao at bago ang karangalan ang pagpapakumbaba. Ang tinuro ng Panginoong Diyos sa atin, the way up is down and the way down is up. You want to be lifted up? You want God to lift you up? Learn to be humble. Pero pag nagsisikap tayo sa sariling kayabangan at hambugan, tumaas ng higit sa lahat, you are on your way down. The proud person always ends up not with respect, but with disrespect. Number 5, pride destroys souls. Yung kahambugan, kayabangan, pagmamataas, ultimately destroys all that it controls. Pag ito'y pinayagan natin kumapit sa atin, panatilihin yan, it will destroy us. It is the road to ruin. Proverbs 15:25, the Lord will destroy the house of the proud. And I'm telling you, pride is the road to ruin. Tinan niyo pagmumukha ng mga mapagmataas. Itinuwid, ikinrek, ayaw magpakumbaba, tinan niyo mga pagmumukha. You would never see them peaceful, you would never see them relax, kalmado. You could notice the anger inside. Kulang na lang, lamunin ka. You're on your way to ruin. And it's feeling hell. Pero kung may problema ang pride, talagang ilagay na natin dito yung pangalawa, there's honor in humility. There is honor with humility. Colossians 3:12, magbihis kayo ng mga hinirang ng Diyos, gaya ng mga hinirang ng Diyos, na mga banal at pinamahal ng isang pusong mahabagin. All of us, remember, all of us should wear pusong mahabagin ng kagandang loob, ng kababaan, ng kaamuan, ng pagpapahinuhod. Ang tao, you don't need to assert your authority kung mali ka. Hindi pinag-uusapan dito kung ano pedestal na meron ka. Pinag-uusapan dito, when you're wrong, you learn to forgive, to to apologize. And forgiveness is for those who are willing to ask for one. Hindi po nagsasayang ang Diyos ng, patatawarin ko ito, lahat patatawarin. No, no. Forgiveness is for only for those who are willing to be forgiven. So, there is honor with humility. Romans 12:16, magkaisa kayo ng pag-iisip, huwag niyong ilagak ang inyong pag-iisip sa mga bagay na kapaliluan, kundi makiayon kayo sa mga bagay na may kapakumbabaan. Huwag kayong mga pantas sa inyong sariling haka-haka. And how do we show humility as public servants? Lalo na tayong mga Kristiyano. Bilang mga public servants, bilang mga manampalataya, may takot kuno sa Diyos, we are expected to serve the people, not to serve yourself. Pagka gusto mong kumita ng pera, you are in the wrong place to be a PNP or to be a pastor. Hindi pagkakaperahan ang pinasok mo. Ang ministry po is not ministry. Hindi ka nasa ministry para makakuha ng ministry. Hindi ho. Ministry is serving the people. Serving God through the people. Yung mga taxpayers are the one nagpapasweldo sa ating mga lingkod bayan. Sila ating boss. So, God gives grace to the humble. James 4:6, God resisteth the proud, but gives grace to the humble. So, grace is both the desire to do the will of God, and it is also the ability to do the will of God. Grace and pride ay hindi kailanman magkasama. It's antithetical. God resists the proud. And it's not that God merely doesn't help the proud. Inilili niya lang ng Diyos ang kanyang sarili sa mga kauri niya. Pero yung taong proud, prideful, willing ang Diyos na baguhin yan if they're just willing to come to God. So do not escort pride because it will escort you to hell or pagkasira ng buhay. Let's humble ourselves and lay aside pride in the dust. Do not seek personal glory. At tayo dapat ay motivated by the heart to serve God and other people. Proverbs 27:2, purihin ka ng ibang tao at huwag ng iyong sariling bibig. Ng iba at huwag ng iyong sariling mga labi. If you are looking for the applause, recognition, ministry is not for you. PNP is not for you either. Neither. 2 Chronicles 15:7, be strong, therefore, and let not your hands be weak, for your work shall be rewarded. All our work should be for God's glory, and He will reward you. Let's serve God and people with joy and gladness, hindi ng pride. Let's be grateful. Meron tayong trabaho, pinagkakakitaan, na paglilingkurang mga kababayan, pinagkatiwalaan tayo ng Diyos sa isang napaka-marangal na trabaho, panawagan bilang law enforcers, mga nasa ministry. That's why pinaalala tayo ng Romans 12:11. Romans 12:11, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. So let me close with this. The challenge is, true humility is not thinking negatively about yourself. Stay humble. Hindi yung, kawawa naman ako, inaapin nila ako. That's not humility. That's conceit. That is pride in reverse. Humility is agreeing with what God says about you. The grace of God will exalt a person without inflating that person and humble a person without debasing him. I am what I am because of Christ. Sa buhay na ito, we are not going to be sinless. We're not going to be sinless. But as we deal with sin sa ating buhay, we can become closer to being free from sin. Sinless? No. Blameless should be a proper word. So as you confess, Lord, forgive me with my pride. Help me to be submissive sa iyong kalooban. Tulungan tayo ng Diyos to the kwento ko minsan para makausad po tayo, magbuwas tayo ng konting hangin. Pagpalain ng Panginoon Diyos ang bawat isa sa atin at ingatan, tulungan na maging tunay mapaglingkod sa Panginoon, and God bless us all. Please pray for Squad 240. Kasama po natin si Patrolman Tyrone Espinosa, Patrolman Reginald de la Cruz, Patrolman Francis Legardo, Police Staff Sergeant Adio Burgess, Police Master Sergeant Fernando Datig, Police Master Sergeant Rudolph Ramos, Police Master Sergeant Ryan Garcia, aming Assistant Squad Leader na si Police Senior Master Sergeant Wilray Guillermo. Pray for our squad leader, si Police Executive Master Sergeant Sir Joseph Aquino. Pray that they would be promoted sa kalooban ng Diyos, and you stay safe. Salamat po. Until next time, God bless us all.